Well, we're back here again, aren't we? I didn't want to do it today, but here I am. Rah 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 sis boom ba, as they say in some countries. Oh, I need to turn on some music. I think sound's gonna fuck. There we go. The funny thing is, they could have easily done like that. All these are like unique, but not really. I don't do anything like that. Don't do a screen wipe here. I can go all the way back down here, which again is like only a small part. This is gonna take a while. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Music. Find me some music. Find me some music. Find me some music. I think it's still thread at this point. Yeah, it's still thread. Man, we got through a lot of lines though. Like all things considered, it could have been slower. Let's listen to thread. This is a really good song though for what it's trying to do. God, I'm in an angry mood now. Now I'm angry at the game for all the missed potential. Oh! Oh no, he didn't call you. He didn't. There we go. Yeah, here are the... Yeah, fucking yeah. Like, here he mentions, besides the murder, which he actually already mentions in the break-in. In the break-in scenario, he already mentions that among the things stolen. So very clearly, Damien not dying happened somewhere in between the final check and... yeah. I like how he asked that. Why couldn't you just do that over the phone? Couldn't you have just been like, hey, listen, Reza stole this shit, probably. Like, we have reason to assume it's him. But why be so indirect about it is my question. The funny thing about the song that I really hate is that the loop is very obvious because it ends on a high note and then it just goes... Oh, no, there's a continue down the line. So this was not as late... Yeah, the continue is here, so... This is not as late in the system as I thought it was. It's still pretty early on. It's just very strangely so. I mean, the fact that this part of this line is so different, should tell something. Now, this is a word I'm going to have to look up, because this is another one of those freaking words that I use, but I don't know what it's spelled like. There we go, I actually got it right. By using my knowledge of the language. Exciting! Wait. Did it just fully acknowledge what this says? Oh, whatever. You say that, Bryce, but after, you know, Damien's whole spiel, it's very obvious that some dragons are not having this shit. So, you're, you know... Like, I understand that from a story perspective, but from a reasonable perspective, it's a little assuming. Especially since Azumi comes up and kind of makes it obvious that Reza might not be behind all of it in some timelines at all. You know? Sit up straight, back straight. I need to go for a fucking walk sometime. Sometime soon, preferably. Maybe tonight. Maybe I'll just go for a nice late walk. It's nice and cool outside. The weather's not too bad. Yeah, like, why did you have to go here? This is like the least pleasant place to talk about this. I like this. It's like message from higher up, like Sebastian. I like to imagine that because Bryce is also called over, like Sebastian's been, come on, Bryce, you gotta go. Go. I like this. Now? As in, now? Ah. I like this. Now? As in, now? I don't use those words without a reason, boss. I like this. It's not supposed to be there, but it kind of works. I'm gonna leave it like this because this is it's a nice little spin. It's a little different, and you're like, you'll appreciate it. People appreciate it. You and player name have to come to the Ministry of Culture now. Now, as in now, and not. It just, I think it makes him a little bit more buddy, you know. I mean, yeah, apparently does the same thing, but here, it, you know, just laying it on in different ways, in a somewhat more obvious way, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll move it on the second go. Who knows? I'm probably gonna remove a lot of stuff that I did. I like this one a little. I think this is a little bit nicer. Like he says, address, and here's like they want to get involved in it. Which sounds a bit crasser, but I think, you know, considering that Bryce is like, we should just not tell anyone, it'd be logical that he'd be a bit more critical of them getting involved in any way. You won't come home from a cold carnival. I love that term, because it doesn't translate at all. The manner of speech is coming home from a cold carnival. Van een koude kermis thuiskomen. And it works fine in Dutch, but it's just hilarious if you translate it directly. It's like, coming home from a cold carnival? What does that even mean? And it's a nice alliteration, too. And I love alliterations, in case you haven't quite picked up on that one. A cold carnival. Which doesn't sound that bad, either. Do you want to come home from a cold carnival? I wonder if they called, and how they knew where to call. I need to remember that compound words is a lot more common in Dutch. I love how you get evil points for talking about surprise parties. Sebastian, you can finish up here and get us a cake. We're going to a surprise. I think I made that one in my playthrough. The funny thing is, I'm doing this, and apparently my brain just works in a certain way. Am I a machine because I always respond to situations the same way? Maybe. That's creepy. Oh, God damn it. Ooh, God damn it. I need to make sure that Sebastian is always referred to with the double A. So here's the thing I don't get. Why does Emera want a personal security officer? Like, for all intents and purposes, there's no, like, sense to who Reza kills, so why would she be at any more risk than anyone else, you know? Like, it's kind of arrogant to assume she has anything to offer. If anything, she has less to offer. Although she is working at late, and most people got kind of killed at work, or late at night. Oh no! Politics! The most scary of songs! What? Oh, that's pretty cool, Countess. I like to imagine that I would rather have had a little bit more rest. Because, you know, she's not into this. She doesn't want this. She doesn't like her job, and this situation's just, oh. Exciting, but annoying. Oh yeah, I love this. Aren't these exactly the same? Yeah, I think these are exactly the same, too. Yeah, these are exactly the same. It's this one that's different. Which, again, just do the opposite or make a compound. Make if Anna survives is true and Damien survives is true. Instead of this, but I don't know what Renpi supports, and if Renpi doesn't support that, then what the fuck? Supporting compound booleans is kind of critical to basic operations nowadays, Mr. Renpi. Just saying. They're quite common. It's very common to do that. Like, I understand that sometimes you want to do, like, you want to do some cascading if statements, because there's a benefit to it in terms of readability, but generally speaking, though... Generally speaking... But I like how these are very sensitive situations, and she's like, let's just discuss this outside. No fucking person in the world's gonna look at a human, the minister, the commissioner of police, her assistant, and be like, that's a situation I don't have to look at. Like, for fuck's sake, the only way you could make this worse is if Elvis was standing next to everyone. Or the reincarnated corpse of Jesus. Heck, might as well be Jesus. You're a human! Like, why are you discussing this outside? The moment someone sees this going on, he's gonna eavesdrop. There's no reason not to. Like, this is a scoop, no matter what's going on. This is very different. I don't know everything about the whole rest situation, but after today, we'll go through life as a serial killer. Like, you gotta lay it on. Emira is really assuming a lot by being like, yes, he is a serial killer. We're not even going to discuss that point. Because you're the Minister of Culture and Arts. You're not the Minister of Justice or the Minister of Foreign Affairs. You're not relevant to police investigations like this. Like, I know she organized the whole trip, but that doesn't mean you're involved in police affairs all of a sudden. Unless it's like the minister is sort of an acting high-level authority in an area, which is never explained. The council seems to have divisions of authority, which means that she would not have the authority to act in this situation outside of demanding protection. Like, what the fuck? Who gave her this power, and why? That's not how you divide powers in a system, especially not a democratic one. Yeah, like, what the fuck? I like to imagine that Bryce puts on a fancy pants voice for this. I'm not gonna fucking translate this differently. Maybe on the rebound, but not right now. There's no reason to do that. These are all the same, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna rewrite this. I don't like this. I like this. I changed it. Okay. This is okay. I haven't been keeping myself up to date regarding the rest of the situation. But that I suddenly get the news that he's a serial killer says a lot about how little I really get to hear. It really puts the thumb screws on Bryce as to why he's keeping it secret. And it ties so much better to this. See, sometimes you just gotta take a second if you're not happy, even if you're not at the rebound. And now we get something a little different. I like this one. I want to know why haven't I been told before that the situation has escalated so much? Because, you know, if it's just a murder and a couple of breaks and it's not like a serial killer, you gotta make it a little different. Involvement. Now there's a word. God, I forgot how much chitty chattering this is. I think I'm gonna stop. I'm done. I have to change this. Yeah, this situation's kind of weird. It's like the first two chapters are kind of and then the third chapter is a public statement has been made, the minister is requesting police protection, and a serial killer has been confirmed. Like, Jesus. The fact that the story wants to go on with the dating angle after this point is hilarious. Heck, like, wouldn't every single first date be super awkward now? Like, Bryce is like, I have to work with Emira, and I'm sitting here with you. Lorum's like, God damn, you're involved in the murder. Why am I talking to you? Anna is dead. And if she's saved, she'd still be like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, you're gonna make me look bad, too. Adine would be like, oh, it's you. Like, she'd probably want to hear you. She'd probably be the nicest one of all of them. And Remy'd be like, listen, with everything that's been going on, I'd rather not get too involved in case the situation escalates again. Like, why would anyone go on a first date with you after this point? Oh. The thing is, Reza hasn't killed anyone with his gun. And that's what makes the situation so awkward. She's like, I fear his gun. But he hasn't used it. He has killed them with a knife. 3 times. He still has his gun, but he hasn't used it. And if he's using a knife 3 times, he can probably just do it again. It's easier, and it saves and conserves his resources. Like, why are you afraid of his weapon? I mean, yeah, I can understand being afraid of a knife and someone who knows how to use it, because he's clearly demonstrated that much. But at the same time, like, most of these people were not informed as to the situation. Anna was probably tired because it was late at night, as was Damien. The man walking out in the street at night wasn't expecting it, and probably neither was the electrician. If you're expecting him and take some basic precautions, which doesn't even have to be police protection, you're probably all fine. At the very least, you'll know to escape. You know? Because he could take 1. But if you get 2, you can just pounce him. Just fucking body slam him. I mean, it works in most situations. Except the time when he pulls out his gun. But that's kind of the point, isn't it? Like, if you run away, he can't catch up, he's a human. And then there's a situation that if he uses his gun, everyone knows where he is now. And that allows him to, you know, it's like, he's in a no-win situation, really. Like, there's nothing to be afraid of, in the end. Yeah, Bryce makes that point. Oh, fuck, I got completely off track. It's Bryce who makes the point that they don't have to worry much, which is true. And they are Earth Dragons. But it's Emira. Ah, goddamn, I just look like a fool. I think that's a good note to end on, with everyone laughing at me. Yeah, next time. I'm done. Ugh.